So here's some more news. In case you missed this, a U.S. citizen was just arrested by ICE and her family calls it a kidnapping. 32-year-old Andrea Velez was on her way to work in downtown Los Angeles when ICE agents pulled up and took her into custody. She's an American citizen born in the U.S., no warrants, and no warning. Video shows agents handcuffing her without asking for ID as her family shouts she is a U.S. citizen, then watches her get carried off in a van. The Department of Homeland Security later said she was arrested for allegedly assaulting an ICE officer, but they haven't released any charges or evidence. And this isn't a one-time mistake. From 2015 to 2020, ICE agents have arrested over 670 U.S. citizens. 70 of those were actually deported, and that was before Trump came back into power. The big question now, will Andrea be released, or will she disappear in detention like so many others? We'll keep watching this case because if ICE can do this to an American citizen, they can do it to anyone. I am Jared Zisser. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for all breaking news, all breaking updates, and of course and always the full story.
Hello guys, welcome once again to AfriPost. I hope wherever you're watching us from, you're having a great time. Now, the other day we saw Trump administration and the temporary protective status for Haitians living in the United States. You know, because of the challenges that Haiti has been going through, we have seen America get into a pact where they're allowing Haitians to come to America and live through a certain legal procedure that allows them to stay and get naturalized in the United States. However, Trump ended that privilege that Haitians were having, and therefore right now ICE agents are out, and one of the people they're going to target are Haitians. But since Haitians are black, do they have a way that they will differentiate between a black American and a Haitian American? Because there is no way you can differentiate between two black people just by looking at them and judging them up front. I have come across certain clips here that I want to play for you where people are complaining, and in fact, Haitian Americans are raged and they don't want to listen to any excuse. They want blacks to get involved and speak about this issue. Let's watch, then come back and share our thoughts.
Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. Hey, listen, did you guys hear about this report that came in over the weekend? It seems that ICE agents went into this Haitian community to snatch up some Haitians and got a rude awakening, from what I understand. They went up in there going after Haitians and picking up anybody with the dark skin. And how come the black people in that community went ham? And the Asians, they went ham and they fought back. The report says ICE agents get their ass whooped when they go into the wrong neighborhood. And this is my issue with the ICE agents. Y'all not going after hardened criminals. You're going after the easy pick, what they call the low-hanging fruit. You're not going up in these neighborhoods where the gangs are heavy and the activity is heavy. You ain't going in them neighborhoods. You're not messing with them. No, you want to go to Home Depot. You want to go to places of businesses. You want to go out on these farms and you want to wreak havoc there. You don't want no parts of the real criminals. You don't want no parts of them, which proves to me it's just a bunch of cowards hiding behind a badge and a mask. Because if they caught your butt, which like the Haitians did, I don't see no bad. I don't see the bad. How come the report wasn't ICE agents whooped asses while they taking names? Because they had to fight off people who were trying to keep them from deporting. I didn't hear that article. I heard ICE agents get their ass whooped. That's what I heard. I heard ICE agents get their ass whooped because you went to the wrong neighborhood. You're picking on the weak. You're picking on the people who won't fight back. That's what a bully does. They got a lot of these Jan 6ers and probably a lot of the other little white supremacist group. They got them out here feeling all empowered and boldened with their little uniforms on and their little ICE badge. But truth be known, snatch all that and see what happens. Just deal with them like they are some kidnappers out on the street. Deal with them like you would deal with anybody, any other mass person that will come around you threatening you. Deal with them like that and see what happens. Don't cower and see what happens. You gonna see the bitch slip out their ass quicker than razor going through butter. You gonna see the real true essence of them when you fight back. You gonna see the coward roll up out of them. You gonna see them sit there and tremble in their boots. You gonna see them run, just like you saw those white supremacist group that went to Ohio and got their asses handed to them. The only reason they are doing what they are doing is because there's no resistance. There's no resistance. There's no fighting back. But they don't pick the community now that will. Those Haitians told their ass. Those Haitians told them up. But I think that's just a sign of what to do. Don't cower. Don't let them just manhandle you. You have a right to defend yourself. You don't know who these people are. They just arrested another person for impersonating an ICE agent. Yeah, you got criminals out here buying all that ICE agent gear and coming out here like they're ICE agents and they're committing crimes. So you don't know who is who, and you have the right to defend yourself, especially if you are a United States citizen. Okay? If you're a United States citizen, they have no right putting their hands on you. And if a masked person comes up to you, unidentified, won't identify themselves, put their hands on you, what do? You defend yourself. So, defend yourself, peeps. Defend yourself. Because the law has to identify themselves. If they're not identifying themselves and they got a mask on, you don't know who the hell that is. So, all you know is you being accosted by a predator. And you should fight back. Like them Haitians did. The Haitians fought back. And they won. So the word of the day is fight back. Fight back. You don't know who is who. You have the right to defend yourself. You don't know who is who. And just because someone says something, it does not make it so. So you have the right to defend yourself. If someone comes up to you, masked up, trying to snatch you off the street, you have the absolute God-given right to defend yourself. So do what you have the right to do and defend yourself. And then let's just see what happens. Especially if you're a United States citizen, they weren't supposed to be putting their hands on you in the first place. Defend yourself. Defend yourself. That's your God-given right. Hats off to that Haitian community that handle business. That's the way you do it. Handle your business. You guys have a good day.
Back. Bitch, they fighting back. I love it. I love the color of my skin. Listen, y'all, ICE went to a Haitian community. But from my understanding, real quick, they were deporting Haitians first. But anyway, they went to a Haitian community, and we just start fighting them. You know what I mean? Not literally knocking them out, but we start fighting for them and freeing as many as we can, right? But this is the problem. African Americans are being confused with Haitians, and ICE is deporting us. That's the problem. Unfortunately, by time you get someone to listen to you and hear you out, you're already deported. Now, you're not getting back in. Trump's not letting you in. Y'all, Trump been playing with us. He been testing us. All of that. But if it happens to you, if ICE is happening to you, fight back. If you're out there and you witnessing, fight back. Get as many loose as possible and take off and run. Look, y'all, we under attack. And that man got something up his sleeve. They don't care about your credentials. Not at all. Okay? Now, a lot's going on. Remember, fight back.
And before I get up out of here for the night, I'll leave you with this. You can go to sleep on it tonight and chew on it in the morning. I spoke about on my main page, TPS ending for Haitians. What that is the deportation protection for Haitians. They've deemed it that it's okay to go back. Not realizing that Haiti is still in a state of emergency. They just don't give a fuck. So to read my comment section, I expect that from anybody white, but reading my comment section and seeing people that's black like the rest of us in the diaspora, good. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be. I will leave you with this. They don't care that you were born here and Haitians weren't. If they could round all of our black asses up and get us on a boat and get us the fuck out of here and make this country the way they've wanted it since the beginning of time, all white, they would. Don't rejoice at somebody else's demise. There's a 4-year plan in place with this shit going on. It's foreign, black, and brown right now. Then they coming for y'all next. It's not gonna matter you were born here. They're going to do, when they're done discriminating against us, they're going to come for your ass next. The same thing that they've done since the beginning of time. Y'all have been bullied from day one in this motherfucking country, so you know what the fuck it's like. Why would you sit and rejoice for it happening to somebody else? You make me sick.
So let's talk about it, because people keep saying they only coming for Haitians with TPS. But how are they going to know who's Haitian? Just by looking. Half of y'all done came to my page off of the strength of my last video, and y'all probably thought I was Haitian. Looking for black people, not passports. When ICE coming, they ain't asking for nothing. If ICE is becoming this radical with their Gestapo-like tactics that we're seeing now, then all black people need to be ready. Because guess what? They're not going to ask questions. They're going to assume, detain, and force you to prove your citizenship. Walk with your ID. Walk with the passport card. Walk with your birth certificate. Any type of documentation that proves you are a citizen. Don't answer no questions to them people. Ask for an attorney. Tell them you know your rights. Start recording. Get their badge number. Know your right. Know your right. Know your rights.
Now, didn't I say on my last post that us Black Americans are aware that the ICE raids were not just for the Latino community? So now they've started in the Haitian community. Now they're looking to deport the Haitian community. So I was on a live last night and I heard the gentleman going in on Africans, saying how Africans don't like or care for Black Americans. So this is here. Just saw a video of a Haitian community whooping some ICE agent ass. Wasn't nobody getting took. They couldn't outnumber them. So just understand, in the Black community right now, they can't decipher if you Haitian or Black. Right. And again, like I said, we all knew that it wasn't just for Latinos. It's for anybody that is not of their caucus status, okay? So get clear, get prepared, get ready, be down. If you see it, do not ignore it. Don't ignore it. Don't pull your camera out. Don't pull your cameras out. It's over for the camera and the filming, okay? It's over for the camera and the filming right now, because now You know, they got their quota with the Hispanic community. They're going after the black community. And we knew that was coming. This is not a surprise, but this is a call for preparation and awareness. You understand? So I'm telling you, black Americans, the Caribbeans, the Haitians, any of the black color people. Yeah, Haitian community, they not standing for it. And you gotta remember, they was the ones that ran Master up out of Haiti. So that right there should let you know that they not playing, and at this point, most definitely a side has to be picked. Okay? Understand that right now, they are raiding black communities as well. Pray, armor up, stay focused, stay aware, and most certainly don't pull that camera out. Don't pull that camera out. Get active.
As y'all could see, she stated that ICE pulled up to her workplace where they hire nothing but Haitians. They took all the undocumented Haitians. They didn't take her because she was documented. So with that being said, what makes you believe that ICE is just going to randomly detain black Americans for looking like Haitians when in her scenario, they didn't detain all the Haitians that are Haitians. They only took the undocumented Haitians. Y'all got to stop with this fear mongering. And as ICE was removing the Haitians from her workplace, even her being Haitian, she didn't fight for those Haitians. She just let ICE complete their job, do their job. She didn't obstruct justice, you know, and she's Haitian herself. Matter of fact, she's like, look, I got my citizenship. Y'all need to do the same thing. Like, she happy she in a safe space. Like, ICE try harder. You got them, but not me. So she clearly separate her status from their status, and they're all Haitians. Once again, y'all got to stop with this fear mongering.
This Fuck Around and Find Out is sponsored by all those in my FBA video that talk shit to and about me. Specifically to the ones who were saying, they're not going to kick us out. They can't move us. They can't touch us. Oh, girl, shut up. Trump is going to keep the law. He's going to uphold the 14th Amendment. You wasn't listening. He said it on the news. Due to misidentification and racial profiling, ICE is confusing African Americans with Haitian migrants, and they're deporting both. And before you say, where's your proof? I had first heard about it, and then I had to go research it a couple times, and I wish the fuck I would give y'all what I found. The last time I did that, y'all dogged me out for no reason at all. Told me pack my bag, called me a migrant, teether, made up fake posts about me, said everything under the sun but the fucking truth about me. With that being said, type in your question, hit the search button, and look it up. If you don't get it right the first time, try, and try again.
A lot of you are aware that the Trump administration has recently revoked status for Haitian migrants, which means lots of Haitians are going to be targeted, as well as Black Americans. Many of you are aware that this is a continuation of similar policies under the Biden administration and in the U.S. foreign policy in general, which I'll cover in a moment. But I just wanted to make it clear that this decision is a stark reminder that both political parties are rotten to the core and must be dismantled as soon as possible. And if you're someone who is wanting progress, racial justice, economic justice, environmental justice, migrant justice, if you support liberation, if you support revolution, if you support the white working class, all working class, if you want to improve the material conditions for you and your family, here are some organizations that you can join that are outside of the political structure. So One would be Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is a very anti-democratic party, anti-Republican party organization. They refuse to support Kamala Harris and, in fact, denounced her and were very critical of the Democratic Party's decision to have an undemocratic primary once again. Other organizations would be, the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, the ACLU. In Arizona, you have Lucha, which is a pro-migrant organization, and then Puente Human Rights, run by Carlos Garcia, or at least was. He was became a city council member, but was ousted for being pro-migrant and pro-people and anti-police. Another organization that you can look into, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, the Communist Party, the Democratic Socialists of America, which are kind of affiliated with the Democrats. So if you're kind of like in that in-between, anti-democratic party, but you still kind of think that there's a possibility that they can be, changed from within or taken over by the DSA. DSA is reasonable. And I will admit, Mamdani is from DSA, and that's a very positive story and one of the few bright spots in American politics. So here's some background on Haiti, though. So in 1914, the U.S. unilaterally seized the entirety of Haitians' gold reserves and transported all of it to a vault in Wall Street. And the next year, it invaded Haiti and occupied it for 20 years. And this is after, in the previous century, that Haiti is the only successful slave revolt in the Western Hemisphere. And because of that, they're hated by all of the European white powers, colonial powers and traditional European powers. And in 1821, in exchange for recognition for independence, because Haiti overthrew the French and unalived tons of slave owners and took power back, they made them pay France. France did 100 million francs, which is about $21 billion today. And it took about 100 years to pay off that debt. So it made the country poor as hell for that entire time. And then right at the end of that 100 years, we went in and stole all their shit. And Mike Gravel writes, the reason the U.S. has a duty to accept Haitian refugees is the U.S. has played a leading role in destroying Haiti over the last 60 years, supporting dictatorships, funding death squads, and undermining self-sufficient agriculture. And from the 1980 to 2010, under the Reagan administration to the Clinton administration to the Bush administration, Haiti was before that it was richer than the Dominican Republic. But in 1980 things change, or they start to change, and they continue to go in that direction. We gave them, we had them change their tariffs, and we also gave them food aid, which undermined Haitian farmers. So we had them reduce their tariffs on imported rice from 50% to 3% in order to expand the market for Arkansas rice. What Haiti had before was a self-sufficient agriculture economy, which employed a majority of Haitians. But that was destroyed by these policies of giving them aid and of having them reduce their tariffs so we could sell them rice from Arkansas. And in 1991, after Haiti elected a leftist priest named Jean-Bertrand Aristide, who vowed to end the dependence on the U.S., he was overthrown. The general who overthrew him, Cedras, and the death squad leader who murdered hundreds of his supporters were paid by the CIA. And then later, when the earthquake that devastated Haiti occurred and the Clinton administration went in to help Haiti, they sent in U.S. missionaries who kidnapped and trafficked children. And it's not like they didn't know who this person was. She was considered a serial rule breaker. not paying her debts, trafficking kids, not being held accountable for any of her organization's crimes against humanity. A Haitian professor and Haitian American said the reason we have to be mad at the Clintons because the Clintons have destroyed Haiti. They pretend to be our friends, but in reality, they are our number one enemy. And it's estimated that only 2% of the money that was earmarked for Haiti under the Clinton administration actually went to Haitians. And on Democracy Now!, Executive Director of Women for Haitian Refugees said one of the worst things he has done that is still hurting Haiti now, and he's talking about Bill Clinton, are his policies where he took excess rice from Arkansas, like I was talking about earlier. So that was, Clinton was the governor of Arkansas when that occurred. And there's a lot of speculation and kind of an email trace that doesn't prove anything, but it's definitely suggestive of it, that Hillary Clinton misappropriated $84 million of the U.S. aid funds intended for Haiti to pay for Chelsea Clinton's wedding. I'll kind of leave off here and do a part two, but, a Haitian president was assassinated shortly after the Biden administration took power. And the consensus on the speculation of who did that was the Democratic Party, and in particular, the Clinton family.
I can't believe I have to actually make a video about this today because I expect better from us. Black people, let's talk. I have seen a lot of videos about TPS ending for the Haitians. And I've seen some interesting responses and replies on those videos. For example, the person in the videos was saying, hey, they're not about to differentiate between them and us. They're dark skinned, we're dark skinned. They're not going to differentiate. And a lot of y'all claim, oh yeah, they will. What? Nah, there were some smart responses before I say anything else. Some people were like, we keep that thing on us. And I'm like, smartest thing I've seen all day. But some of you actually thought that we don't look like Haitians. Like, we may be similar in skin color, but we don't look like them. They're not about to differentiate facial features, dude. So let me get this straight. Some of you, after watching what happened with the Latino community, right? That they didn't differentiate with them. After you told them they weren't going to differentiate, and then they didn't. You believe they're going to differentiate with you. When the guy that heads ICE, right? The one who's trying to get all the money for them and all this other stuff, only wants white people here. Wants people that look like him. Super pale. Whole milk aisle. That's what he wants. And you don't look like that. Okay. And then some of you, oh my hopefully existing God, you cited the birthright citizenship ruling. Well, this was meant for the children of freed slaves. Yeah, that may be true, but they only said it as a PR response. Holy shit. Like, you believe them now? After they done lied this whole time? They've been taking little pot shots at us this whole damn term. And y'all just rolling with that. I ain't got no words, man. Now, me personally, I ain't going nowhere unless I want to. But don't think they won't try to send us somewhere.
How does this make sense? The Trump administration has been telling Americans that are in Haiti to leave Haiti because Haiti is too dangerous. Recently, the same Trump administration canceled the TPS for Haitian and planned to return the Haitians back to Haiti, a country that they claim are too dangerous for Americans. But yet, they're telling Haitian that the country has improved. So let's make this make sense. For American to be there, it is too dangerous. But for Haitian in the United States being returned to Haiti, the country has improved. How does that make sense?
The Department of Homeland Security is terminating the legal status of over 500,000 Haitians currently living in the United States. This shit is sick and it's terrible. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right, so I did a little background research. It seems to be a credible source. It came from the Associated Press. It's really sick, man. One might ask, what do you do next? But first, you foster a community. And by doing that, you need to talk to your neighbors, know who the population of folks around you who might be vulnerable to this. And then you do further research about what are their rights, what are your rights, how can you intervene as someone who is a legal citizen to someone who had their access revoked. What can you do to help those folks out? Because even though they had their visas or whatever it may be, the refugee status revoked, they still do have rights as someone in this country. They have rights to a trial. You know, it may not be the same one that we might get in the United States, but they do have rights to a trial. And also take from the folks in LA, learn how to properly intervene in these situations. And to the black folks who've been living here for generations and all this stuff, best believe they're gonna mistake you as well as someone who they think may be of Haitian descent. Really anybody who dark, they're gonna try to wrangle them up, to be honest with you. Now, would I say I'm an expert in this and I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do? No, but what you should do is look up local organizations around you that are doing the work to combat this. You know, see what they're doing, volunteer your time, volunteer your effort. That's the least you could do. At least, no, the least you could do is spread awareness. But take care of your neighbor, man. Especially if you call yourself a Christian, take care of your neighbor. Also, if you feel like you're alone in this, you're not. It's not up to you to save everybody, but you can do your part. Everybody does a little, so nobody has to do a lot.
Well, looks like they're getting ready to start deporting Haitians now. You know what that means, right? I mean, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think that they know the difference between a black man or black woman that was born in the United States and a Haitian? Because, you know, they say that we all look alike. Do you even think they care? This just gives them the green light to start fucking with black folks. Something that I tried to tell y'all about, and y'all gave me a lot of shit about it, right? This gives them reason to start using extreme force against black folks.
From the complaints you are seeing in the videos that I've just played, you can note that the ending of the TPS by Trump administrations targeting Haitian Americans is something that also poses a threat to black Americans. There is no way ICE agents are going to have the capability of differentiating a Haitian American and a black American. We're also able to see that when the first wave of deportations began in the second term of Trump's presidency, there are certain people who were wrongfully deported to different countries. Like there was a guy who is not a South Sudanese who was deported to South Sudan, yet they are not from that part of the country. And that really poses a threat to other black Americans who live in the United States. It is not really something that should be applauded by black Americans because this is a threat to them. The termination of temporary protective status, TPS, for over 500,000 Haitian Americans, effective September 2nd, 2025, threatens black Americans by exacerbating racial and economic vulnerabilities. Many Haitian TPS holders are integrated to black communities, contributing as workers, business owners, and family members. Their deportation risks destabilizing these communities, disrupting local economies, where they fill critical roles in industries like healthcare and construction. These laws could strain resources and increase economic hardships for black Americans who rely on this network of support. The policy also heightens fears of racial profiling and state violence against black Americans. Posts on X suggest that Immigration and Custom Enforcement, ICE, actions targeting Haitians could lead to broader targeting of black individuals under pretexts such as mistaken identity claims, we thought they were Haitian, and many other claims. This could erode trust in institutions and increase the risk of harassment or detention for black Americans, particularly in areas with significant Haitian population. And this is what I was explaining earlier. When there is no way of identifying who Haitian American is, especially in areas where Haitian population are high, the people who will be rounded up and deported will not just be black Americans themselves. And this really proves that blacks are not needed in the United States. How on earth would Trump come and end a legal basis for hosting Haitians in America when they have not posed any challenge to American society? It is just a way or a veiled way that Trump is trying to get into the environment of trying also to round up black Americans who he or other members of his administration feel they don't have any agreement with. so that they can deport them and move them out of the United States. Furthermore, ending TPS for Haitians aligns with the broader anti-immigrant agenda that critics argue disproportionately harms black and brown communities. The revocation of legal protections for Haitians, despite Haiti's ongoing crisis with gang violence and instability, sets a precedent for dismantling humanitarian programs that support vulnerable black populations. This could embolden policies that further marginalize black Americans, especially those in mixed-status households, fostering divisions and fear within the broader black diaspora. I think those are genuine concerns that must be looked into. President Trump is trying to implement his policy in the way he deems fit, but these policies are ending up hurting other people who, in fact, might have even voted for him. And that is why some blacks are saying, if these things are going to affect white people, we better sit it out because they made their choices and voted for this person. Even for blacks who voted for Trump, this might affect them. We remember that in this election that just passed, Trump performed a little better within the black demographic. And that really tells you that even those who voted for him are subject to these challenges that his policies are bringing to black Americans. Tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you're watching us for the first time, please consider subscribing. Make sure that we as a channel reach the 100,000 subscriber mark that we are now on a road to achieve, and then can also join our membership where we give you exclusive content tailored just for you. Thank you, and let's meet on the next one.